A grand welcome to The Curious. My name is Tashina Thompson, and you are listening to episode 2 of My Beauty Politics. When looking for a new, natural hair product that does without parabens, sulfates, phosphates, and other harsh chemicals that are ideal for women of color, where do you go? Do you look to social media, your trusted hairdresser/stylist, family and friends? How about history? Ancient history, that is. So grab your snacks and tell your fur babies you'll be back, because you and I are taking a time machine ride to ancient natural hair paradise. All systems go, Scotty. But let's check these levels first, shall we? Your hair porosity levels, that is. As important as putting on your seatbelt before we blast off, you should know the level at which your hair absorbs and retains moisture before we even go on this journey. Like low, medium/normal, or high porosity hair level. Porosity is a level at which your hair absorbs and holds moisture. This will help you figure out which products are best suited for your hair type.
For low porosity hair.
For low porosity hair, your strands are more resistant to moisture. Your hair does not easily absorb due to the tightly closed hair cuticles. Because there's no space between the cuticles, it makes it harder for water as well as products like oils and conditioners to deliver the moisture to the hair shaft. Products tend to sit on your hair instead of being easily absorbed. But this does not mean low porosity hair is unhealthy. It's typically healthy, undamaged, and quite shiny. If you have this hair type, find products that are specific for low porosity hair. These products will better penetrate your hair. Try to apply the product when your hair is wet and warm. The heat will lift the hair cuticles, allowing oils and moisture to easily penetrate your hair shaft.
For medium/normal hair porosity.
Medium or normal hair porosity is the most easy to manage. The cuticles on the strands are neither closed or too opened. Like Goldilocks. It's just right, or however she sounds. Moisture can easily penetrate your hair, and the moisture can be retained for much longer. This type of hair holds moisture, colors, and styles very well.
For high porosity hair.
High porosity hair allows moisture to be absorbed into your hair shaft very easily, but the downside is your hair isn't able to retain that moisture for very long. This is because your hair is highly porous. When the cuticles, which are the outermost layer of the hair, are too far apart, your hair is highly porous, allowing the moisture to escape. You may find your hair tends to break easier, feels dry, and is prone to frizz. For this hair type, look for products that are formulated specific for your hair type, as you would with low porosity hair. Try products that include heavier ingredients like oils and butters, as well as try sleeping with a satin bonnet. Hair porosity test in 5, 4, we're just gonna do it right now. Yeah. For this test, you will need 1, a clean strand of your hair, and 2, a clear glass of water. Place your hair into the glass of water and watch how your hair floats and sinks. If your hair floats, just floats, you have low porosity hair. If your hair floats, then begins to sink slowly, you have normal porosity hair. And if your hair sinks immediately, yes, my love, you guessed it, you have high porosity hair. So now that we know our hair's absorption levels, let's start this journey.
That's one large step for beauty and one giant step for knowledge kind.
Or whatever Neil Armstrong said. Originating from a northern Central African country of the Republic of Chad comes Chebe powder. Chebe powder is a powerful, nourishing, ancient powder that is traditionally used by the women of Chad to prevent hair breakage and to hydrate their thigh-length hair. This ancient herbal formula is all natural. The powder consists of cloves, a specific local tree's resin, Mahalaba cherry seeds, lavender croton, and mystic stone. You can buy the chebe powder already made online straight from the Republic of Chad or in some stores. Once you have the powder, let's make the paste you will apply to your hair. Take a couple to a few tablespoons of the chebe powder into a bowl. Mix it with 2 of your favorite nourishing, moisturized, locking oils. Feel free to add some water. You are looking for a fairly liquidy paste consistency, not too thick. It is best to apply the product to damp or dry, curly, and coily hair. Separate your hair into 4 sections, depending on your amount of hair. Coat the paste, lather the paste from the root of your hair down. Once done applying the product to that section, put your hair into thick braids and repeat this process for each section made. Leave the product in for at least 2 hours to 1 week. When rinsing the chebe out of your hair, rinse it by section to avoid tangling. The main benefits you will notice is how it nourishes, hydrates, and improves moisture retention in your hair. It is said that the women of Chad repeat this process every 3 to 5 days, but depending on your hair type, feel free to do it once to twice a week. Hailing from the Eastern African country of Somalia comes Quesil. Before regular shampoos were even invented, Quesil was one of the most effective ingredients to use to cleanse the hair and skin naturally. This natural, gentle cleanser promotes hair growth by improving the blood flow to the scalp, killing bacteria on the scalp, and strengthening hair follicles. To share more information on this natural, ancient, gentle cleanser, I have with me Mariama Hassan. She is a Somalian Canadian Seneca College journalism graduate. Hassan and her family have been using this ancient formula for years to clean and care for their hair and skin.
So qasil is something that comes from the qasil tree back home in Somalia. So it's actually sourced in Somalia. And it's something that's been, it's something that we've been using for generations. So what they do is they ground up the leaves from the tree into a powder. And then you can use it as a face mask. You can use it on your body. It's like a natural cleanser and it lathers up with just water. So you just add water to the powder, you mix it up, and then you can put it on as either a facial cleanser, a scrub. You can put it in your hair. Some people use it as shampoo. Other people like to use it as a mask. So it's just very natural and it really cleanses your scalp and helps a lot with hair growth and skincare.
So this is something that you and your whole family would also use?
Yeah, so it's something that our families, it goes back for generations. I think even Iman, the model, one of the Somali supermodels in the States, she was actually on Vogue talking about skincare and qasil and turmeric and things like that. So it's been, something that we've been using for generations. It's hard to find in Canada, but there's actually a girl now who does it on Instagram. So I just buy online from her.
I'm glad you said that because I actually want to buy some too.
I will definitely send you the link.
Thank
Absolutely.
you.
No problem.
So how do you use it and what are the steps that you take?
So the way that I use it, it differs depending on the week, but the vast majority of the time, I will use a flaxseed gel mask. So I just boil some flax seeds until it has until it foams up into this, and you see this white paste kind of coming out of the seeds. And then I just grab what do you call it? The thing that I know how to say it in my language.
Strainer?
The strainer. So you use the strainer to strain out the seed, and then you're left with this thick gel. The more that it cools, the thicker it becomes. So some people, if they want to use it as a product, actual gel to lay edges and stuff, they'll let it cool really well, or leave it in the fridge sometimes just so it gets very thick. But if you want to use it as a mask, you kind of want it to be a bit loose. So I'll put that on my hair before I shampoo. And then when I'm washing that out and I've rinsed it out, I will take the qasil powder and I will mix it with some water and I will just massage it into my scalp. And I'll really try to use it like a shampoo just to get all of the dead skin off and things like that. And then I'll go in with my regular shampoo and then deep conditioner.
What inspires you to take such great care of your hair? What does health hair mean to you?
Outside of vanity and obviously people wanting to take care of their hair because it makes them feel good and look good and, to the rest of the world, Outside of that, I would say when I look deep into why I take care of my hair, it's because it's something that my mom used to bond with me on when I was a kid. Like my mom she's in love with my hair because it reminds her of her hair. You know what I'm saying? So she would spend all of her time just braiding my hair, combing it, oiling it, to the point like I remember how happy she would get when people would ask her, like, I remember this and Indian women, they're known for having like amazing hair.
Yes.
And I remember my principal in third grade, she was an Indian woman. She had hair literally down to her knees, okay? And she would wear it in this big ponytail at the top of her head. And I remember when she asked my mom, "Oh, your daughter's hair is so beautiful. Her curls are so gorgeous. What do you use?" Mom was like, "See, the Indian woman is asking me what I use on your hair. I'm gassed, you know?"
That's beautiful.
So since then, I'm just like, like she loves it. I love to take care of it. So once I got older, I was like, let me take care of it and keep this going so that when I have a daughter, I can show her how to take care of her hair and she can take pride in it too.
Up next, we have fermented rice water. Fermented rice might sound a bit yucky, but it works wonders. And we can thank the Yao women of southern China for this extraordinary long hair recipe. It is used as a shampoo and is very effective on all hair types. From the ancient southern Chinese village of Huangluoyao, the Yao women are known for their long, shiny, grayless hair. Most women in the village have hair longer than 1.4 meters or 4 feet 7 inches and have even made an appearance in the Guinness Book of Records. And they credit their strong, long black hair to fermented rice water. The benefits of using fermented rice water are that it detangles your hair, it smooths out your hair, it increases shine, makes it stronger, promotes growth, and also keeps gray hair at bay for longer. To make the water, first thoroughly rinse out the uncooked rice. Place the rinsed rice in a bowl with 2 to 3 cups of water. Let that soak for at least 12 hours to 24 hours at room temperature. Strain the rice from the water and place the water into a bottle. Refrigerate the water up to 4 days or until you're ready to use it. You could also boil the rice using half a cup of rice with double the amount of water that you would typically use to cook it. Boil the rice until it is cooked, then strain the water into a bowl. Let cool before use. Before you use the rice water in your hair, be sure that you are applying it to already clean hair. The Yao women traditionally lower their heads into a large bowl of the rice water. They then use a wooden spoon to spread the solution from the roots of their hair all the way down to the tips. If easier, while you're in the shower, pour the water solution straight onto your hair, still focusing on the roots to the tips. Leave the rice water in your hair for at least 15 to 20 minutes. Do not exceed 18 hours. Then rinse thoroughly with warm water. You will instantly feel the softness and see the shine in your hair. Repeat 3 times a week. Oh, would you just look at the time? I must bid you adieu. There are hundreds more ancient natural beauty formulas and products out there just waiting to be learned and applied by you. So please continue the journey of learning, and I'll see you next week. From your friendly neighborhood host, I'm Tashina Thompson.